The year was 1859. The gold rush surged through Victoria, Australia, drawing hopeful prospectors and restless souls to its shores. Amidst this boom, a different kind of construction was underway in the town of Ararat. Governor Sir Henry Berkeley laid the foundation stone for a new jail, a place intended to house the growing colony's lawbreakers. This was a time of lawlessness and desperation, and the need for a strong penal institution was undeniable. Under the watchful eye of Governor Samuel Walker, the Ararat jail, later infamous as JWard, took shape. The granite walls rose, stark and imposing, a testament to the harsh realities of the era. Completed in 1861, the jail stood ready to receive its first inhabitants, those deemed unfit for the burgeoning society taking root around it. The early years of the jail were a reflection of the times. It was a place of hard labor, strict discipline, and little hope for redemption. Within its walls, the clang of hammers and the shuffle of chained feet provided a constant, grim rhythm. The jail served its purpose, housing criminals both petty and severe, a stark symbol of societal control in a rapidly changing world. Yet even as the jail fulfilled its initial role, the seeds of change were being sown. The understanding of mental illness was evolving, albeit slowly. What was once seen as pure wickedness or a character flaw was gradually being recognized as something more complex, something requiring compassion as much as punishment. This shift in perspective would soon have a profound impact on the very nature of the Ararat jail itself. By the 1880s, a growing awareness of mental health issues began to reshape the penal landscape of Victoria. The Ararat jail, with its sturdy structure and remote location, was chosen for a radical transformation. In 1887, it was officially repurposed, becoming a state-run asylum for the criminally insane. No longer simply a place of punishment, JWard, as it was now known, was tasked with housing and treating men deemed unfit to stand trial or those who had committed crimes fueled by mental illness. The conversion was not without its challenges. The building, designed for confinement, had to be adapted to accommodate the needs of patients. Cells were converted into wards, exercise yards were expanded, and a rudimentary hospital wing was established. Despite these efforts, the legacy of the jail lingered. The thick walls and barred windows served as a constant reminder of JWard's origins, a place where punishment and confinement were deeply entwined with treatment. The arrival of the first patients marked a new chapter in JWard's history. Men from all walks of life, their minds clouded by illness, found themselves confined within its walls. Some were petty thieves, driven to desperation by delusions. Others were accused of violent acts they had no memory of committing. Each carried their own story, their own burdens, their lives forever altered by the circumstances that led them to JWard. The transition from jail to asylum was not a clean break. The line between confinement and care remained blurred for many years. JWard, despite its new purpose, still carried the weight of its past, a place where the echoes of chains and the spectre of punishment continued to haunt the halls. Yet amidst the challenges, a glimmer of hope emerged. The very act of recognizing mental illness, of attempting to treat rather than solely punish, represented a significant step forward in the long and often arduous journey towards a more humane approach to mental health. The history of JWard is etched with stories of its inmates, men whose lives, for better or worse, became intertwined with the institution. Some names, whispered through the years, gained notoriety, forever linked to the darker aspects of the asylum's past. Andrew Vere, a young man accused of murdering his employer, found himself confined within JWard's walls. Deemed insane and unfit for trial, Vere's life ended not on the gallows but within the cold confines of his cell, his death a stark reminder of the harsh realities of 19th century mental health care. Another name etched in JWard's history is Robert Francis Burns, a notorious bushranger who terrorized the Victorian countryside. Captured and sentenced to death, Burns's final days were spent within the jail's walls. On the morning of his execution, a hush fell over the compound. The clang of the trapdoor, the abrupt silence that followed, served as a grim reminder of the consequences that awaited those who dared to defy the law. Executions, while infrequent, cast a long shadow over JWard. The jail yard, witness to countless hours of forced labor and meager recreation, also served as the stage for these final, somber acts. The condemned man led from his cell, the gathering of officials and witnesses, the noose swaying gently in the breeze. These images, etched in the memories of both inmates and staff, served as a chilling reminder of the power the state held over life and death. Yet, beyond the sensational accounts of murderers and bushrangers, lay the stories of countless ordinary men, their lives derailed by circumstance and illness. Men like William Redford, a former soldier haunted by the horrors he had witnessed in war, his sanity shattered by the trauma he carried. Or Thomas Jones, a shopkeeper driven to despair by hallucinations and paranoia, his once thriving business reduced to ruins. Their stories, often lost to history, offer a glimpse into the human toll of mental illness, a reminder that behind every crime, every act of desperation, lies a complex web of individual experience. JWard housed many men over its long tenure, some for a few years, others for decades. These long-term inmates, their lives intrinsically linked to the institution, became almost fixtures within its walls. Charles Fossard, a convicted murderer deemed insane, spent over 32 years in JWard. His story, marked by moments of both lucidity and delusion, became a source of fascination for those who studied the workings of the criminal mind. Fossard, a skilled painter, left behind a collection of artworks, a haunting reflection of his inner world. A testament to the resilience of the human spirit, even in the face of unimaginable adversity. Then there was Bill Wallace, known for his gentle nature despite the crimes that led to his confinement. Wallace, a skilled gardener, found solace in tending to JWard's grounds, transforming a patch of barren earth into a riot of color and fragrance. His garden became a sanctuary, a testament to the healing power of nature, a place where even within the confines of the asylum, life found a way to flourish. These long-term inmates, their lives woven into the very fabric of JWard, witnessed firsthand the evolution of the institution. They experienced the shift from the harshness of the jail to the more compassionate, albeit still flawed, approach of the asylum. They saw the introduction of new treatments, the arrival of dedicated staff, the gradual acknowledgement that mental illness required more than just confinement. Their stories, often passed down through whispers and anecdotes, provide a unique perspective on JWard's history. They remind us that even within the confines of such an institution, life in all its complexities continued. There were moments of kindness, of shared humanity, of small victories against the overwhelming odds. The long-term inmates, in their own way, helped shape JWard's identity, leaving behind a legacy that transcended the boundaries of their confinement. Section 5, Shifting Sands of Time, the closure of JWard. The 20th century brought about significant changes in the field of mental health. New treatments, a greater understanding of mental illness, and a growing emphasis on community-based care all contributed to a shift away from large, isolated institutions like JWard. The once groundbreaking asylum, now seen as outdated and inadequate, faced an uncertain future. In 1991, after 104 years of operation, JWard finally closed its doors. The remaining patients were transferred to more modern facilities, their departure marking the end of an era. The silence that descended upon JWard was deafening. The echoes of footsteps, the murmur of voices, the clanging of cell doors, all faded into memory, leaving behind an eerie emptiness. The closure of JWard was met with mixed emotions. Some felt a sense of relief, believing that patients would receive better care in smaller, more personalized settings. Others mourned the loss of a piece of history, a tangible reminder of the evolution of mental health care, however flawed it may have been. The fate of JWard hung in the balance. Some argued for its demolition, seeing the building as a grim reminder of a bygone era. Others recognized its historical significance, advocating for its preservation as a testament to the past and a potential tool for educating future generations. The debate raged on, the future of JWard uncertain, its legacy hanging in the balance. As the years passed, the once imposing structure stood silent, slowly succumbing to the ravages of time. The paint peeled, the weeds encroached, and the stories contained within its walls threatened to fade into obscurity. Yet, even in its state of disrepair, JWard retained an undeniable aura, a palpable sense of the lives lived, the suffering endured, and the slow, often painful progress made within its walls. Section 6, Echoes of the Past, JWard as a Museum. The year 1993 marked a turning point for JWard. After 2 years of uncertainty, The decision was made to preserve the site, transforming the former jail and asylum into a museum. This ambitious undertaking aimed to honor the building's complex history, shedding light on the lives of those who lived and worked within its walls. The transformation was dramatic. Cells were meticulously restored, archival documents were carefully displayed, and the stories of inmates and staff were brought to life through exhibits and tours. Walking through the corridors of JWard today is like stepping back in time. The heavy cell doors, the barred windows, the haunting silence, all serve as tangible reminders of the building's past. Visitors can stand in the very spaces where inmates once slept, ate, and grappled with their illnesses. They can examine the rudimentary medical equipment, read the poignant letters penned by patients, and trace the evolution of treatments from the harsh methods of the 19th century to the more enlightened approaches of recent times. JWard, as a museum, serves a multifaceted purpose. It stands as a memorial to those who were once confined within its walls, acknowledging their suffering and celebrating their resilience. It offers a platform for sharing their stories, ensuring that their lives are not forgotten, their voices heard across the chasm of time. Moreover, JWard provides invaluable insight into the evolution of mental health care. The museum does not shy away from the darker aspects of its past, acknowledging the often inhumane treatments and the societal stigma surrounding mental illness. However, it also highlights the progress made, the gradual shift towards compassion and understanding, the recognition that individuals with mental illness deserve dignity, respect, and access to proper care. Section 7. A legacy of confinement and care. The history of JWard is a complex tapestry woven from threads of confinement and care, punishment and compassion. It stands as a testament to a time when mental illness was poorly understood, often met with fear and prejudice. The stories of those who lived and worked within its walls offer a poignant reminder of the human cost of stigma and the importance of empathy in the face of suffering. While JWard's legacy is undeniably rooted in its past as a place of confinement, it is also a story of progress, the evolution of the institution from a harsh jail to an asylum that, however imperfectly, attempted to treat rather than solely punish, reflects a broader societal shift towards a more humane approach to mental health. The closure of JWard as an active institution marked the end of an era, but it also signaled a new beginning. Its transformation into a museum has ensured that its history will not be forgotten. The building now serves as a powerful tool for education, reflection, and advocacy, prompting visitors to confront uncomfortable truths about the past while inspiring hope for a future where mental illness is met with understanding, compassion, and effective care. JWard's legacy extends beyond the confines of its granite walls. It serves as a reminder that the journey towards a more just and compassionate society is ongoing. It challenges us to examine our own attitudes towards mental illness, to advocate for those who are marginalized and misunderstood, and to work towards a future where everyone has access to the support and care they need to live fulfilling and meaningful lives. Section 8. JWard in the public imagination. JWard's notoriety extends beyond the realm of history books and museum exhibits. Over the years, the former jail and asylum has seeped into the public imagination, becoming a source of fascination, intrigue, and even fear. Tales of hauntings and paranormal activity have circulated for decades, drawing ghost hunters and thrill-seekers eager to experience the eerie atmosphere for themselves. The building's imposing facade, its dark history, and the stories of those who never truly left its walls have made it a popular subject for books, documentaries, and even fictional accounts. The line between fact and fiction often blurs, adding to the mystique surrounding JWard. While some may dismiss the stories of hauntings as mere superstition, there is no denying the powerful hold JWard has on the collective imagination. The building serves as a blank canvas onto which people project their own fears, beliefs, and curiosities about life, death, and the mysteries of the human mind. This fascination with JWard speaks to a deeper human need to grapple with the unknown, to confront the darker aspects of our history, and to find meaning in the face of suffering. Whether one believes in the paranormal or not, JWard offers a glimpse into the enduring power of place and the stories that continue to resonate long after the events themselves have faded into the past. The public's enduring interest in JWard ensures that the building's legacy will live on, even as the years turn into decades and the memories of its former inhabitants begin to fade. JWard serves as a reminder that some stories are simply too powerful to be forgotten, their echoes reverberating through time, challenging us to listen, to learn, and to never forget. Section 9, a final word, the enduring presence of JWard. Standing in the shadow of JWard today, one cannot help but feel the weight of history pressing down. The granite walls whisper tales of suffering, resilience, and the enduring human spirit. This building, once a symbol of confinement and punishment, has been reborn as a place of remembrance, education, and reflection. JWard's story is not just a local one. It reflects broader themes of social justice, mental health advocacy, and the evolving understanding of human nature. It reminds us that progress is often slow and painful, marked by both setbacks and triumphs. As we move forward, it is crucial to carry the lessons of JWard with us. We must remain vigilant in our pursuit of a more just and compassionate society, one that values the dignity of every individual, regardless of their mental health status. JWard stands as a silent sentinel, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of empathy. It challenges us to confront our past, embrace our present, and strive for a future where the echoes of suffering are replaced by whispers of hope, understanding, and healing.